Hey, what's up, you moneymakers? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share top 3 picks for penny stocks for July that you should keep an eye out. That's what I'm going to do. Penny stocks are risky in investment, so you want to make sure that you also do your due diligence and analysis and research. I'm not a financial advisor, but I do a lot of research. I do a lot of analysis, and I like to share with you all, hoping you can make informed financial decision. So I will share 3 top penny stocks for July, especially for this week that we can keep an eye out, that has a pretty massive potential to get a good return on the investment. You want to make sure when you want to sell out, but this could be a good price point for this 3 penny stocks that can be on your watch list for this week and also in July. I will be sharing mostly the catalysts that are coming up for this penny stocks. If that happens, there is a pretty good potential that can spike in no time, and that could be a good return. Now, if that doesn't happen, it could go sideways. It can drop as well in price. So do your own due diligence, analysis, and research before you buy or sell. Now, if you don't mind clicking the like button, that will help me out. This will help the channel out. Also, you can subscribe to the channel as well. So every single time I drop a video, you can get notified, and you can also make a pretty good return on a timely basis if you can get into a particular stock. Now, without further delay, I want to share in next few minutes why these 3 penny stocks have pretty good potential and why someone can buy and make a pretty good return in a pretty short period of time. Now let's take a look at Healthier Choices Management. That's my first pick for this week and for the month of July, for specific reason that I'm going to share. Healthier Choices Management Corp is trading at 0.0011. This penny stock or microcap stock is an OTC traded stock. It's not widely available on all the platforms, but it is available on some of the platforms like TD, Fidelity, so on and so forth. So you want to confirm with your online brokerage firm whether they support the trading for this stock or not. Why this is super important for this stock is it is trading at its pretty crucial support level at the moment. We have seen historically that 0.0010 or 0.0011 seems like a magic price. They have right here, if you take a look at this screen, this is 5-day price point for HCMC, which is practically there is nothing happening in terms of the price point. It is once again a good thing because we have been seeing a massive support at 0.0010. If you take a look at my previous video, many people, a lot of subscribers and a lot of investors, they're unable to buy the stock at 0.0010. By the way, 0.0010 is the rights offering price as well, right after the company raised capital of $27 million from the current stockholders, common shareholders. They offered this price point of 0.0010, and we saw some of the selling pressure, but it did not go below that price point. If you take a look at 1 month chart, you should be able to see that it did not really go below 0.0011 or 0.0010. Every single time it goes to 0.0011, there is a juicy green candle, as you can see right here. Once again, a juicy red candle right here. What it all suggests is there are a lot of buyers, and which is why people are not able to buy at that price point. If you put the order during the trading session last couple of days, people didn't get it. That does not necessarily mean that the stock won't go below that price point. Rather, it suggests that this is a pretty strong price point. If you take a look at 3 months, you should be able to see that once again, when it goes to 0.0010, which is right here, or rather right here, it goes back up pretty quickly in terms of the price point. There are a lot of catalysts for this particular company as well. One of the things is the company has been expanding. They have tie-up with ATG Pharma now for 6-pack solution for HCMC's Q-Cup technology. in the Canadian market. Canadian market has been growing in the same business that HCMC is in, and the Q Cups are going to have a lot more revenue in terms of what they have done in the past quarters. Now, if you take a look, the second one that they have tie up on June 22nd, the company announced that the launch of Nuhi brand pre-fill Q Cup in Colorado by the health center as well, which is also going to increase the sales in the Colorado and the regions around that geo. Now, one more thing is PTAP petition, inter partes petition filed by Philip Morris. One of the biggest catalysts for this stock is the lawsuit that HCMC has filed against Philip Morris for the IQOS product and the infringement of the patent that the company offers. Now, if you don't really know about this company, they have 5 different sections on their site in terms of their business segments and the subsidiary companies that they own. The first one is the IP Holding LLC, which is an intellectual property holding LLC that has a portfolio of the IP and the patents that HCMC has. One of the patents that they have a lawsuit going on with Philip Morris, which is a multi-billion-dollar corporation, about the IQOS product that is infringing the patent that is held by HCMC around the combustion process. What's happening there is IQOS, Philip Morris has invested more than $3 billion into that particular product, and they have millions of users on a daily basis. So Philip Morris cannot afford to take that product back, and investors are hoping to get back with some of the lump sum settlement and or royalty deals for the future purposes. Second one is their Healthier Choices Market, which is a physical store. They have the vitamin store, online store, they have the vape store, and the Q Cup that we started seeing a lot of tie-ups with other companies. Looking further into this stock, the stock has not been trading a lot lately in terms of the price point as well as in terms of the volume. The volume is around between 1 to 1.5 billion, which is a smaller volume. We saw up to 40 billion stocks traded within one trading session. So the stock is sideways right now. That is not necessarily a bad thing. We already talked about the lowest price point. If you take a look right here, 0.0010 is the lowest price point that we have seen in last couple of months. We saw the stock spiked up all the way to 0.0035, which is 3.5 times more than what we have the price right at the moment. The stock may not take too long to go to 0.0017 if there is a positive news, whether around its IPR, the inter partes review, or the process that is happening, and other catalysts that are going on. One of the things that you also want to consider is the short volume. The short volume for the stock is relatively higher for last few months. That is again not necessarily a bad thing. We have seen the short volume ratio up to 50, 60, 70% in the past. HCMC has a pretty strong community. Looking at the another stock that I want to share, the second stock is, this is once again very important stock, ABML. Ticker symbol, it is once again an OTC traded stock, ABML, American Battery Metal Corporation. One of the big catalysts for this stock as well. If you take a look, I want to share specifically what the company does. It is basically a clean energy company powering the future of clean energy through the battery recycling. What the company does is extraction, recycling, and resource production. It is a testing and evaluating multiple lithium extraction processes to sustainably and cost effectively recover the battery grade lithium products from the sources, from the processes, and from the technology that they have developed. Recycling is to meet the supply chain management challenges by developing an integrated lithium ion battery recycling facility and resource production on the top. One of the big catalysts for this stock is, before I go there, I want to say that below $2 is a pretty sweet spot that we haven't seen for this particular stock. If you take a look right here, the way the stock has been trading is, it was about $2. It did not really go below $1 for a long period of time. It was trading at also above $4 levels. It was $4.14 on February 8th. Since then, it was dipping. One of the big catalysts is right here. American Battery Metal Corporation files application to list on the Nasdaq stock market. And if you know what happens after a stock is listed on Nasdaq, there is a lot more potential that the stock can spike up in terms of the price point, which is once again a pretty big deal for a penny stock that is trading at $1.87. We have seen that the lowest price point, if I can show you the chart once again, that is right here, the ABML. Hopefully, by the way, before I go there, I want to share that how long a Nasdaq application takes place. You want to note that they have filed the Nasdaq application on May 20th, 2021. So it has been already 5 to 6 weeks. On the Nasdaq website, I was able to find the listing timeline. While it generally takes about 4 to 6 weeks to process a listing application, the time frame varies. It can be a variable, and in many situations, it may take longer as well based upon how the application process works. And it also raises, if there is no issues, they respond quickly for the comment. Typical timeline is on the first week or week 1, the company submits the application for listing and Nasdaq listing qualification staff begins its review. Week 2 and 3, the staff completes the preliminary review and prepares the comment letters. Now, if there are no areas for opportunities, in other words, if the company doesn't really have to provide any additional information, the week 3 and 4 company addresses any issue raised by the staff that are pretty normal, which is not really super time consuming. Now remember, if there are time consuming issues, it may take longer. In week 5 and 6, the staff completes the review and the company is approved for the listing. At that point, they will announce at what date or when the stock will start trading on Nasdaq. Once it starts trading on Nasdaq, as you know, it is right now right here, OTC traded stock, which do not have a lot of which may prevent a lot of investors from trading within the stock, because not every online platform allows a lot of OTC traded stock for their investors. So that's one of the thing. Once again, one of the biggest thing is the Nasdaq stock application that may get approved in July, that can spike the stock price up. Now, another thing is they have been growing super fast. The company has acquired a property into Tahoe Reno Industrial Park, which is once again a good industrial park for this EV companies and the clean energy companies. On the top of that, the new government, the Biden government in United States, are encouraging a lot of companies for clean energy. EV has been rising up lately as well, the electronic vehicle market. There could be a potential tie-up opportunity or acquisition opportunity down the road as well. See, 17 days back, they also have approval for American Battery Metal Corporation's conditional use to permit for lithium battery processes for the recycling process as well. They also have announced the acquisition and recording of 2 additional water rights. So there is a lot going on with this company, and this could be once again a good pick, especially if it drops to $1.60. There could be a good potential if you want to start buying a little by little in 25% chunk. So let's say if you want to buy total 400 stocks, you want to start from 100. Stop buying 100 stocks at maybe like $1.80, $1.75, so on and so forth. Once again, I want to say I'm not a financial advisor, but this is something that I'm going to apply. This strategy is something that I'm going to apply for myself. Now, the third and the last stock that I want to talk about is ticker symbol UAMY. This is a penny stock available on Nasdaq. This stock is trading at 96 cents at the moment. Now, this is a little bit pricey at the moment, but if you take a look at the 5-day, the stock is down 2.92 or 3% almost. For 1 month, the stock is up 1%. For 6 months, the stock is up 68%. And for year to date, the stock is up 92%. If you take a look at 1 year, the stock is around up almost 92%. We have seen that the stock was trading below 50 cents Since then, the stock spiked up to 80 cents, and then it went all the way to $2.56, I believe. So $2.56 is the range for 52-week high. Why this stock is super important is because they have announced their operations update. This update just came out before a couple of days on June 20th, 2021, and this update looks pretty lucrative. Usually this company is pretty sold out many times throughout the year. This company was established in 1968. The market cap is pretty small, 102 million. Compared to that, the company has cash on hand 23 million. Massive cash on hand. In my opinion, once again, I do not really know, but looking at cash on hand, I'm not expecting that there will be stock dilution or stock offering anytime soon. The company has pretty healthy revenue, 1.25 million, and the company's net income is also pretty lucrative. Negative $335,000 is the net income, which is pretty consistent in terms of the revenue. Yes, their net income was a little bit more negative in previous quarters, but the company has been getting a lot more control on their overheads and negative net cash income lately that we have been seeing. You want to also notice that the company has the tie-up with Ambry. Their first antimony metal sample from Canadian raw material arrived at Ambry at the end of January 2021, and the sample passed the initial inspection and was subsequently used in the electrode fabrication. Several months later, the company got both the Canadian market and Mexican raw material and reported both worked pretty well. Now what happens with that? They got the Ambry placed a purchase order for a significant larger quantity. Now that for the use for cell builds that will be shipped in June. What that also means is the company will spike up in terms of revenue when we see the next revenue numbers in upcoming financial earning that the company is going to reveal, which is once again a great thing. Ambry is backed by one of the billionaire, Bill Gates, who has been supporting Ambry for a few $1 million that we saw the report back in the days. If you want to check out my UAMY video, you can search Moneymakers UAMY stock, and you should be able to see further deep dive and the review, further analysis and review on my channel as well. But UAMY looks a pretty promising stock. 96 cents is a little bit pricey, but if you get around 85 cents could be a good price point, and there is a potential to do a swing trade, or you can hold it for a long time because there is a lot more the company can offer in terms of the revenue, in terms of their profitability. The company is around in the market. As you can see, the stock did not really go below $1 up until April 15th. And April 15th it went down, it went up to 73 cents. Since then it got back up, and now it is trading very close to $1 level. So this is my update for this week. Once again, I wanted to share this information, hoping you can make informed financial decision. We have 3 stocks: HCMC, ticker symbol HCMC, Healthier Choices Management Corp. The second one is ABML. It is also an OTC traded stock, American Battery Metal Corp. And the third one is United States Antimony Corporation, or the ticker symbol UAMY, which is not really an OTC traded stock. These 3 stocks I wanted to share with you. I hope you like this video. Click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. You can join my Patreon as well. We have private Discord. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.